Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to the stream. We're back again for some Disco Elysium. And we'll see. We'll see how far we get. Maybe we'll finish it today. Who knows? So, you might be asking, Mike, why are you back in the church where all the crazy disco music or anodic dance music is playing? Well, after the last game, was pretty down about what happened with Kim, and I thought about it a lot, and I just can't bring myself to continue investigating without him, and I just felt terrible about what happened. So I decided to reload the save and make some modifications to try and avoid having that happen. So that's what I did in between this stream and last stream. I reloaded to save, and I went back and kind of did a lot of the stuff that we already did. Went and talked to Everart. I talked to the people in here, and essentially kind of just got back to the same point and did a few of the things that we had already done afterwards. Like went and did the shivers check with the dice maker. Did like the weird gumbo check or whatever, goulash, I don't know, borscht. Did the borscht check with the chef and the whirling and rags and all that stuff. So in doing that though, I think I found like a door I might be able to open now with the super pry bar that's like behind the whirling and rags. I saw like a little green bubble there, so maybe that's something to investigate. Noticed that while I was running around. So I think so it's an authority check to try to get Kim to dance, and last time I think I had clothing on that went negative, that had negative modifiers for that check, and so I've kind of pre-planned that to now I should, in theory, assuming everything goes through, I'll have the +3 for authority and the +6 that I get from all of the dialogue that I've done over the time with this quest and with Kim throughout the game. So it should give me like a +9 on a 14 check. So it means I need to roll a 4 or lower to fail. I'll probably still fail because that's what happens. But if that happens, we'll just reload and we just won't roll the check again. We'll just continue on and let Kim be a stick in the mud. But so that's kind of the summary of what happened. Really just kind of deflated me when that happened with Kim. Just the game kind of stopped being fun. So we're going to try to bring the fun back and get Kim to loosen up a little bit. Get a little funk in Kimball here. So yeah, let's just double check real quick. It's a composure check to start it. We do have a -1 modifier here, but I'm pretty sure that comes from the item that gives us a +2 to authority. Just double check that. I think it's these boots right here. I don't have some of this stuff on. I look really sad because I don't have everything on. I guess I could, get a little funky, at least put some stuff on to make me look happier. Let's see. Let's just empathy, hand-eye coordination. Yeah, sure. We'll put that jacket on. Let's try to put on a better shirt, maybe. Rhetoric and empathy. Really, I'm surprised that doesn't raise. That does not raise the authority. Drama. Sure. That way I don't look quite so sad. I don't want that. I think I had those glasses on last time. They were actually modifying down my authority. Alright, yeah, I mean, I look a little cooler now. I got a bum hat on. Don't really have, what does it do? Lower my rhetoric. Alright, well, at least I don't look as sad as I used to a second ago. Alright, so we need to first pass this check with Andre,
hey man, it's good to see you.
Which is a composure check. I do have 2 skill points saved up, so I toyed around with the idea of putting one in authority just to try to help pass that check, but Really don't want to do that. Oh, I should probably save it in case this goes completely sideways again. Let's just, you know, do that real quick. Some of you all might say, well, why are you not using quick save? It's because I'm not a traditional PC gamer. So I'm just, you know, beginning my journey, and I'm not used to that ability. Okay, here we go. Composure check. So we failed. Okay.
Just imagine the most you could pull to this futuristic beat.
That's weird. Alright. I planned for this. Composure. I hate to use one, but we're gonna have to. Oh, I also I passed a check with Noid here. They gave me like a thought cabinet thing.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Okay. What? I guess this is like the game's punishment for wanting to redo this. Oh no. I really did not want to waste those 2 skill points on composure.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see
I really
you.
wanted to put them in interfacing. Alright. Here we go. Everybody's going to start dancing.
Darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
I hated using both those skill points. Whatever.
Here it will begin.
Where did the music go?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Concentrate on hearing.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
Where did the church go?
Who fucking
Well, I
cares?
care, ancient reptilian brain. Quit calling the shots. I hate waking life. I hate this world. I hate this sphere. Blah, blah, blah. All I want to do is dance. Just let me dance.
God, where is your God?
What was this about uninformed
I'm
skulls?
gonna let you in on a
Oh my
little
God.
secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop
I
up
don't think
and
the
replace
I don't think the
old
science
one.
checks out on that.
Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn
Okay.
to rule the world.
Who are you?
I am the spinal cord.
What do you want?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Bust a move.
Foolhardy! Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso is warmth. You have become a triumph of arrhythmoplastics. Somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol, the wounds from the war you've waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn. As you open your eyes, you should scream, hyper, hyper. It seems appropriate. Hyper, hyper. You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads, entirely rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear. Oh my God, Andre says. The Speed Freaks would-be leader stands slack-jawed in disbelief at the hardcoreness on display. He whispers to himself, no way. This is really happening. With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second. Blasts into the same hideous pattern, yelling, "Ah!" Noid. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into a corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm. Turn to a cell. What are you doing? The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly. She cuts in before you, Suna. She cuts in before you can repeat your question. Assail, aren't you going to dance? Assail, she turns to Suna, then back to you, then briskly shakes her head and puts her headphones back on. No, recording. Suna, the lead programmer, throws the young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. Composure. She's still at her mainframe pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music. Dance, pointed Andre. It's the law. The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of a waving motion. Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit. I don't know what that means. I don't remember that one. I'm kind of scared to hit it. All right, Kim, get in here. This is it. This is the moment of truth. All right, Kim, get in here. Call the lieutenant to join you. What's going on here? The lieutenant looks at you, and the speed freaks grinding around in the church. A group of unhinged lunatics, delinquents, he grumbles. This is clearly a Code 31 emergency. Code 31! Code 31! The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses. He's obviously having trouble adjusting to his new reality. A Code 31 emergency? Really? Yes, officer in need of assistance. On the dance floor. Lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look. What's happening? The lieutenant is forced to yell over the futuristic music blasting from the speakers. I'm undercover. I'm not doing anything. The music made its mind up a long time ago. I'm just implementing. I'm sorry. I know this looks crazy, but it feels too good to stop. I'm not doing anything. The music made its mind up a long time ago. I'm just implementing. I'm sorry. I know this looks crazy, but it feels too good to stop. I like both of those options. I'm sorry, I know this looks crazy. It feels too good to stop. Good for you. He looks around the church hall. Rock on, then. I called you to dance. Okay, here we go. Whew. Okay, that's much better than last time. I did say there was an emergency on the dance floor, did I not? The emergency, not enough, Kim. Oh, come on, Harry. All right, 83% chance. So I've got a 6 plus 3 is a 9, so I have to roll a 5 to pass. Oh dear. This is too stressful. All right, here we go. All right, Kim, come on now. Have some fun. Success! I rolled exactly a 5. You have got to be kidding me. What in the world? All right, authority. Who's the one in charge? You are, Lieutenant. I am only going to pull rank on you one time, and that time is now. Are you kidding me? I assure you I am not. Now get your groove on, Lieutenant. It's all a joke to you, isn't it? Chain of command, joke, future of dance, joke. Well, no more. Cut the rug. I assure you I am not. Now get your groove on. Get my what on? The lieutenant leans closer to make out your words. I said, get your goddamn groove on, boogie woogie. Sheesh, okay. He backs up with his hands raised in the air, observing the crisscross of your feet. Okay, you psychopath. He adjusts his spectacles, then pops his collar as high as it will go. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork plus some. Is that Ubi folk dancing? Oh my gosh, Kim's a professional dancer. Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore. He's gonna bust out some real hardcore stuff. Yeah, the lieutenant snorts. Whatever. You talk a big talk, Lieutenant. Let's see some move. Hardcore will never die, but you will. Oh, that kind of really gonna ruin the mood. Say nothing but push the footwork extra hard. That's all you got? I did 15 years in the Juvie crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now check this shit out. Oh, look at Kim. Lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you. I think that would be a great way to go. Right now, just into the game. Kim brings down the church. Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit. The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. Here we go again. Hardcore fills the air. The sound above my... Wow, that's kind of weird. The sound above my hair? Really, Andre? The what now? The lieutenant suddenly stops. The sound above your... Oh, thanks, Kim. Above my hair, man. Okay. This is too imbecilic. Excuse me. Guys, I'm out of juice. You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect. Man, now. Man, now. That would be leader stutters with excitement. Now imagine if we could do that right, but with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete. Yes, my mission here is complete. I hope I remember these moves, man. Don't worry, man. I'll remember them. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I just want to give Kim a high five. Like, is there an option? Can I just high five Kim? Yes, this is a sacred place now. Mad moves were shred here. Let's go, Kim. We've got a murder to solve. Cops out. All right. Whew. All right. That was intense. All right, Kim. Got anything to say? I'm glad we didn't have a fight this time. F5. That's a quick save. Nice. See, I'm learning. It's only, 40 hours into the game. Okay, so let's take stock. We haven't gone and talked to the boat lady. I didn't do that yet. We still have this logic that it's got like a -10 modifier on. That's really gone. That's a date that I don't think I'm going to be able to do. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. It's gone. That's gone. That seems to be gone. I'd like to get him to give me money. I don't really want to do that. I think that's gone. So we do have this physical instrument check on the drain pipe. It'll be good to get this out of the way so that I can put my thought cabinet back on. What? Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Maybe I'll have to go back there sometime. Alright, looks like we don't have anything modifying it down, but I should have a shirt I can put on to help. It's not that shirt. It is that shirt. So give me a +1. Let's see. Oh, while I was running around kind of redoing things, I did read something about... I got a shivers that gave me a thought, and also told me about some kind of like parka that's shoved in a drain or something. That I could, if I could find it, it would keep me warm. But I don't know where it is. It said it was under the boardwalk. So... I don't really know where that would be. Just gonna take a quick pass. I don't see anything here. Okay. Maybe I'll come across it. Alright. Let's try this drain pipe. I figured that was it, but I went and looked and it didn't give me any new options. Unless there's a pipe down here. That's not really the boardwalk, is it? Is this considered the boardwalk down here? I don't think so. Oh well. Okay, let's try this physical instrument check. We've got a 6 modifier. Is that right? 2 plus 5 plus 1. Yeah, we don't have any negatives. So, alright, maybe we'll actually get it. Who knows? Nice! I'm glad we, failing those composure checks actually seems to have paid off. The metal doors are heavy and the flicking rust hurts your palms, but together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in. Good work, the lieutenant nods towards the impenetrable darkness. Shall we? I hadn't really planned to go in, but since I don't have an option, yes, we shall. I thought it would be, like I could come back to it. I guess I can probably leave and come back. Okay, so let's real quick go ahead and put our... oh yeah, I unlocked this thought cabinet, which I might have already had. I think I got this from the... this was from the dice maker. And I might equip that at some point in time. When we get rid of something else, and maybe the 5th Indo tribe. But, we also got one from... Oh, Hardcore Aesthetic is the one we got from Noid. So, let's go ahead and put our Wasteland of Reality back in to try to cure our alcoholism. Since it gives us a -2 to physical instrument checks. We've now passed all of our physical instrument checks. You should take out your flashlight. Well, thank you for that tip. I can do that. Flashlight it is. I wonder if there's any bottles down here. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. You should make that prank phone call after this? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never got an option to do a prank phone call. Which prank... Where did that come from, Neo Spartacus? Old file folders in the cart, documents silvery with mold. The prank dial a random number. Oh, is that in the is that in that little office, like on your way to Everart's office that you go through? I never really messed with that phone because I always knew I had Kim's radio. Oh, that's the phone you just passed on the boardwalk. Oh, okay, yeah, I could do that. I can go back to that. Oh, this will be nice. Look at this. I'm going to put on a nice suit. Maybe we can get enough suggestion to take the Fisher lady out on a date. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. These are computer components. Yes, filament memories from the time when wires were casting glass. Slides with an inlaid nervous system. How'd they do that and why? Hey, Kim, look, old cybernetics. Last I saw when you interacted, you just said, I'm not doing that. Well, yeah, prank phone call does seem kind of odd, but I don't think my Harry is... I mean, he's all for having fun. He's just a by-the-books cop, but I mean, it doesn't mean he can't have fun. He's not going to let youths set up drug rings or let a spy out on the loose that has flight risks. He's a good person, but he can have fun, so I'll think about it. You're probably going to tell me to go do it, and then it's going to, the prank call is to some very important person that's going to have ramifications far into the future. Anyway, how did they do that and why? The how was closely guarded secret, something that was locked in safes and human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. Encyclopedia. The why is easy because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet for vitreous cast filament memories, though these seem incredibly advanced. Hey, Kim, look, old cybernetics. Kim, the lieutenant tilts his head, watching the light glimmer on the glass. So it is. I think these used to form a single system slotted in the wall. So this is all that remains of failed R&D. He nods. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. Could this be part of the failed playback experiment? These old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed. Oh, but I am, Kim. I am. And I don't think anything could disappoint me now, except for the inevitability of your death. Because we are best buddy cops that have ever buddy copped. Antiquated office furniture? Last century, maybe. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Oh, dang, I did not mean to do that. I need to go back. Wait. Yes, back down the stairs. Back to the basement for now. I have not fully explored the basement. What's this over here? In the beams of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Nice. Oh, this is somebody been down here hiding out. Who could it be? So okay. I don't really know what those things do. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. I'm not really sure what those like clothes that do. Like I have pants that give me bonuses to Kingdom of Conscience, but I'm not really sure what those do. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers and brochures. The same slit window you saw from outside. Could this have been the killer's hideout and this narrow window the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of. Peek out. Outside the window, the day is clear and as mild as can be in early spring. Turn to Kim. Could this be where the killer... Could the killer have used this as a hideout? It's a great place to hide, certainly, but there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Kim, I can't see the whirling and rags. Shot did not come from here. Indeed, no one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been through thorough. I like thorough. Me too, Kim. I like thorough. Mazov portrait. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Brush off the dust of the portrait. Years worth of dust shakes off. The full head of hair matched by an ample mustache and sideburns looks a bit silly. Shivers. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder. It's the Mazov guy. This must have been the hiding place of some naive leftists. He nods thoughtfully. Some radical or radicals were hiding out there. They left a long time ago. Okay, guys. I've got to take a real quick break. I will be right back, so just hang tight. Alright, I'm back. So let's learn about this guy real quick. Alright, Kim said, he nods thoughtfully. Some radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. A long time ago? How long? Half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. He looks around. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. Sorry about that. I changed my chair up, so I'm just trying to get comfortable. What's with all these secret weapon caches and secret bunkers? We've found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers. I don't know how to say that. Still don't know how to say that. Savoir-faire, a good hiding place for someone who's up to no good. Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy. I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Could it be connected to Mazov bust we found in the students' room? Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They are not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for that kind of stuff. The youth. Could someone have stopped through here recently? You looked at the dust. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we stumbled on a piece of history. Alright, let's go. We've got a murder to solve. I think we know who it is. We think it's Ruby. We've got a murderer to catch, I guess is what I should say. Ooh, them be footprints. Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appeared more worn than the other. Ah, Ruby's footprints. That's definitely... because that was the clue that we got from when we examined the... that's what I'm looking for. When we examined the boot prints at the tree, was that one of them was more worn than the other. So that is how we know it is Ruby. Okay. Alright. Readjusted the camera just a smidge. Now we're on. Oh! Come on. Where'd that go? There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. I'm wondering if I should go... I feel like I should go explore the building. Upstairs. Because that's how it wants you to come in. Let's go... I don't know. Let's go. I feel like I'm going to end up like getting locked into something here. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Yeah, let's go explore that first. Like I'm just running around with this trash bag. It's interesting they gave you 2 ways in. I wonder why they did that. Maybe you take damage if you come up the other way or something. Piece of paper. To be a postcard. Another one. Got lots of postcards. I wonder if I could afford those shoes. The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Alright. Here we are on the roof. Oh, look. I don't even know if you could get up there. This might be the only way to get in is through that. Dang. Come on, guys. Calm down. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. The gust of wind, the height feels dizzying. Oh, I thought we'd get up here and this would be, you know, the whole did the shot come from here thing. Alright, well, that's not a whole lot going on here. I really thought we'd find one of those cool computers in here, but I guess not. I guess Kim was right. Fair enough, Kim. I thought this building would be a little bit bigger. Oh well. No worries. Alright. Through the tunnel we go. Whoops. This way, I mean. Through this tunnel. Pain threshold. There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell. Lieutenant, do you feel something? No, what do you mean? Pain, strange tingling. I don't feel it, but he looks ahead beyond the arch. We should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Hold on, you really don't feel anything? No, but you are the sensitive one. It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous. I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. What do you mean? He lowers his voice. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over. You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Uh-oh. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail. I feel like this might be the point of no return, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to get that fishing pole from. I wanted to get that fishing pole from Everard, and then get the helmet out of the ocean. We've met the Union leader, but haven't gotten any info from him. Maybe we should talk to him more. You're right, however corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands, but in this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean. So maybe he's telling us to go do that quest for Everard. We know what Joyce knows about the murderer, but I may have other information to discuss with her. Yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but we've checked the buoy with Kalija's documents. I want to hear her take on why it was empty before. Okay, why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her. The Union is watching her closely now. Not closely enough, you suspect, but still, good idea to visit her once more. She's gone. I wonder if I can call her. How bad do you think things could get? Well, we're not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground. He smiles in the dark. If you can't predict it, then there's nothing you could have done. What do you think is waiting for us there? I think I see a cavern. Lieutenant's whispers echo down the tunnel. Maybe more cellars. I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise. I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking. That's true. Or maybe not. He puts his hand in his holster. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back. Well, yes, I think that is a very clear point of no return, and I do have things I further wish to investigate. So, let's go back. We can go make that prank call that Neo Spartacus was talking about. We can try, I was hoping to be able to do that interfacing check on that bunker door. That's a red. It's red. I bet that's where the murder weapon is. Let's see here. I got this jacket that's for suggestion. And then I thought I had something else that was... Did I have anything else that was suggestion based? I think it's just not having anything in my hands. That adds suggestion. Rhetoric, suggestion. Suggestion. I like to do it over here. Just a +1 from items. From thoughts. So that's a +3. So there's nothing. I don't think there's any more clothes I have that do suggestion. Oh no! That one does. But but it's a jacket, isn't it? I like that one thematically. Minus suggestion. There's reaction speed. I'm gonna put those pants on for now. Minus suggestion. Perception. Yeah. I guess I could take off the physical instrument, put the armor back on. Okay. Determine where the shot came from. Oh, cool, we did. So now we need to go to the island. So that did update, so that is good. Oh, he wanted to make the prank phone call. Okay, Neo Spartacus. Prank phone call. You said you wanted to do the prank phone call? Alright, let's save the game here. Pick the handset up. Machine is operable. 10 cents. Put 10 cents and dial a random number. Calling. Still calling. End of tone. Someone picks up. Pierre, is that you? Pierre, the voice is a female, sounds about 100 years old. Say you're not Pierre, that seems like a better idea. You don't know why. No, this is not Pierre. Do you have any news about Pierre? Who is Pierre? He is my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad, fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame, but you did what you did to our country, the woman moans, and the phone line howls in unison with her. I'm not a salesman. I was just calling a random number. Yes, I'm a salesman. I don't know who I am, but who are you? No, I'm a police officer. To hell with you, with the police, to hell with you. Their voices drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing the beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Is that the same number? Again, seriously? Someone with a mask in the voice picks up. Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity. You know what? You are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone. It says electricity. I need to speak with electricity. Gerard, what a douche name. Change it. Hey, Gerard, get your wife for me, will you? That doesn't sound like something I would do. But my drama does say to do it. Sorry, wrong number. Hey, Gerard, get your wife for me, will you? Who is this? The man does not understand. Terry put her on. I don't like waiting. It's Pierre. I'm sorry. It was a stupid joke. I shouldn't have called. It's stupid. I'm sorry. But my drama has said get his wife on the phone. Doesn't matter. Put her on. I don't like waiting. Hey, Terry, put her on. I don't like waiting. Alright, Terry. Who the do you think you are talking to me like that? Well, see, now this is uncalled for. I'm no one. Sorry. Shouldn't have done this. Brian, come here. The sounds are muffled. A man and woman called can make out two people, a man and woman called Brian. They were talking to each other. Amid the howling in the wire, you make out a woman's voice with a thick Samaritan accent. Gerard, this is joke. Someone is making a joke. More shouting. You're pretty sure you heard a man saying. Then the crackle in the phone line gets violently loud like surf breaking. You hear a faint thunk. You could swear you're hearing furniture falling over. Stop it. I was just kidding. Oh, see, now this is terrible. This is why I didn't want to make a random phone call. Get away from her, I'm a cop. Can't make out a single word, just vague voices. Yep. You're terrible, Neo-Spartacus. You're terrible. As joint something breaks or falls over, footsteps approaching, something hits the phone with a loud crack of plastic microphone after you are left with a disconnected tone. What the hell are you doing? Lieutenant has been keeping distance with steps closer. You're right, Kim. This went wrong. Shouldn't have done this. You're right, you shouldn't have. Let's just go. I've had enough of this phone booth. Dadgummit. This is why I don't listen to you all. Ugh. Gross. Go to the phone again? No. There's no reason to. Unless you give me a good reason to. I'm not going back to the phone. That was bad. Do it is not a good reason. I want to see the options. You can Google the options. Okay, 20. So this is a double. I have an interfacing of 7. This is brutal. I want to see your options. I'm good. I've already had enough trouble with that. What do I have left? So, should I go do that thing with Everart? It's important storyline? Are you serious? Like, no. I need you to, like, prove to me that it's important before I go ruin someone else's life. Oh my god, Neo-Spartacus, you're driving me nuts. Alright. Pick up the handle, there's a tone, the machine is operable. The lieutenant shrugs apathetically, then walks a little distance away. Okay. Stop calling me, man. Someone picks up the voice on the other end is slightly hysterical. I'll get you your money, alright? Just give me till tonight. Who is this? Could all be a bit kinder to each other, don't you think? Consider your debt paid. You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Maybe I can help you. I'm a police officer. The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon and the hand moves to the other end. Disconnect. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really care anymore about this. I have created a terrible problem. No way, dude. I got too much to do. I don't need to do anything. I've done everything I need to do. I don't need to just keep doing random phone calls. What in the world could come of me just doing random phone calls? Ugh. Does it eventually run out, or is it just going to keep going? I'm tired. A man answers, fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background. Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while. I'm tired too. If I could go just 1 month without writing, no 2 months, I could regenerate my brain. Man disappears with a sigh. Do not hear the customary disconnect tone. Just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you, the call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying. Ah, look at that. Close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial and then pull down on the number. Then move one up and repeat the motion twice. Strange, this is not how you started before. Wait, what did I just do? Wait, what's happening? Close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number. Then move up one and repeat the motion twice. Did I just dial like 911 or something? Keep dialing. 414447. The rotary dial feels cold and static. Keep dialing. 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back, a little ring of metal like a bell tolling. There's more. 45167 You are going deeper now into some unknown place, far away from the island of matter and its telecommunications network. Finish it. 451. You've dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think, but it does. A connection. Oh my gosh. An ultra long distance call. Your ear fills with a crackle. The wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion far away, a distant network of phones. Calling in the night, calling still, endurance. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy. Kim? The lieutenant is too far to hear your help. The sea of wind blows. I kind of want to see who picks up. Let it call more. Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges, small, the dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
Hello, she sounds sleepy. Is this my ex-wife? I'm an ultra-high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I have seen into it. My mind is clear. Hello? She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who is this? Your voice is so beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
Who is this?
Laura. Who is this? The connection is bad.
In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed spring rattle. Don't react, whatever you do. Don't react to that last thing. Don't react. It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise. Aww. I wonder what that does. I don't really want to do that. I really just want to say bye. I don't want to, like, crank call my ex-wife. I don't think Harry wants to die anymore. You're telling me to proceed, Neo-Spartacus? Oh. I'm an ultra-high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I have seen into it. My mind is clear. This doesn't sound good.
You're not a high net worth individual, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out. Ooh, Harry. Sleeping with him. I'm also Harry. I'm not drunk. Okay. I'm drunk, but doesn't matter. I'm not drunk. I'm high. I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it always hurt to talk? Why does it hurt to talk to you? I am not drunk or high. Harry, how do you know my name? Harry, who's Harry? Are you sleeping with him? I'm also Harry. I'm not drunk. Okay, I'm not drunk. What does it matter? Okay, I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm high. I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
It's heavy as... Oh God, there's silence. It's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Ooh, are you there? Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me. Where are you? You sound like you're in another world. Where are you going in 2 hours? I am the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. Sound like you're in another world. I want to talk to you about me. That just seems kind of selfish. I feel like the best thing to do is just to hang up, but this is such an interesting... No, I don't want to party. I don't really care if there's some... I mean, I care, it's sad, but that's not relevant. This is bad. Where are you going in 2 hours? Where are you? You sound like you're in another world. I don't know what to pick. I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
Let's just heal that real quick. This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping with pain. Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in Morova, sleeping.
22 million people live in Morova, the capital city of Grodd. It is the capital of the world after Revachol was destroyed. Where are you going in 2 hours?
Work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
Sounds better than my job. My job is sad and terrible. It has dead bodies in it. The academy. That sounds better than my job. I'm happy. Is that saying like I'm happy that she works at the academy? Either way, I think that's good. No response, only sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper. My heart hurts. I'm going to have a heart attack. Sure. Well, I don't want to make her feel bad. My heart hurts. Well, I think it's important for her to know that I'm upset, but not that it matters. I don't know that anything is going to come of this. I'm the law. I'm the detective. I'm doing a case. That doesn't matter. My heart hurts. I'm going to have a heart attack.
Oh no.
Please.
Stop. Please, let's just hang up.
Okay. Hang up. Your hand is moving. The headset hisses in your ear. Evil sadness. Your hand isn't moving. Wait, are you telling me I've got to go through all of this? That's terrible. Ugh. Someone there with you? Do you want to party?
No. I want to go to sleep.
I'm the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hangman. She does not answer anymore. None of it matters. Can you help me solve it? I need to solve it. They won't take me back if I don't. I'm going to solve it. Da-da-da. I am going to solve it. And it does matter. I'm going to solve it.
Harry.
Disconnection. The machine ran out of money. Wow, that was kind of brutal. I feel like... Run to the church, home, anywhere but here. Anything but call her again. Oh, yeah, I don't think calling her again is a good idea. Whew! That was intense. Poor guy. Man, like his life... I wonder how long... Yeah, thanks, Neo Spartacus, even though I did probably ruin someone's life in the process. Oh, man, that's just rough. This guy, I mean, it sounds like he... I don't know what happened between him and his ex-wife. It sounds bad.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel
Kim's
it.
presence
Wind's
makes it
blowing southeast.
awkward.
What's on your mind, officer?
That is funny. There's no way I'm going to pass that check. Alright, let's talk to... we still need to get out to the island. We also probably should go do that thing for Evrart. Kim seems to think we should. I'm guessing he has my gun. I don't have to finish it. I can at least see what he wants. Man. Was her name Dora? I think it was or was it Nora? Or was it Laura? Something like that. Poor Harry. That's rough. Dora, okay. Alright. Alright, Evrart. Let's see what old Evrart... I really want to get that fishing pole. There's that door. This is the door I was talking about earlier. I need to kind of try to get into. Go down there after this. I think maybe I can get into it now. I mean, Kim seemed to think it's okay to do this, and he's kind of like, Kim is kind of my conscience, so let's see.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Turns out the strikers are being served an alcoholic brew. I stopped this madness. I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. He chuckles. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. I'm reconsidering opening that door you asked me to open. Perhaps it will help me somehow. A fantastic change of heart, Harry. He rubs his nose. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key. And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now. Open an apartment door forever. Just open up one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss. But I know what door this is. Let's talk about my lost gun. Yes. My best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids are running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. I really don't want to help him. But Kim seemed to think it would be useful. And just because we said we'll help him doesn't mean we have to finish the mission. I bet I know what door this is. It's that door in the apartments, I bet, that was like, you have no reason to open this. There's a woman on the other side of the door, too. Okay. Alright, Mignana, what's up?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Everard said you have a key to a door. A key, huh? He runs his fingers through a mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? He said it belonged to a weasel. I was hoping you could tell me. I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me. Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. Key to the basement apartment. I got that key right here, and let me tell you, it's mighty good for you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel. I'm not opening the door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. Oh, so the none of the above type are you? I guess it is. I get it. I like to keep my distance too, he nods, but it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing this. Thanks. What you are looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse that's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Your organization is what you call a compartmentalized means we keep out of each other's business. The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life. Things that really truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in, jiving and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for you to answer. To feed our children, I guess. Oh, I guess this is the door that I was going to try to open. Anything else I should have known about this task, this weasel person? When will he be home? He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about being the big picture stuff. Who am I? Who you are? What are we fighting for? The man takes a big sip of his flask. He means he's not going to tell you because doesn't know, but he will shoot mouth with you now that you're working for Everard. Ask him about the Hardy Boys. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Los Ardis, he smiles. They're an independent militant group, a bit too high-strung, but it comes with responsibility. They're sort of like you, preserve the rule of law and all that, except it's Everard's law. He takes a swig from his flask, but really, they're just like you. Why are you striking? We are negotiating our share, your share. He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or... So, wait, so not wages or pensions. How large a share would you like? All of it. However, right now, we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board so they can take part in the decision-making process. This sedition talk sounds like communism, just so we're on the same page. Communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people. We're deporting them to a labor camp in Southeast Grod, but don't say that out loud if you're a communist. The boss man Everett, what can you tell me about him? Got the picture, let me ask you. Tell me about him. I think it's best you make up your own mind. Now that you've met him, he shrugs. In my eyes, he's a capable organizer and a decent businessman. What does bossing the union entail anyway? I guess you're kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own. By that you mean corruption. By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see, and in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. A appreciate it even. He is personally not too lavish. The death seemed lavish to me. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That is his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt... That would be manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. This man has political theory, and it's not failed him today. Got the picture. Let me ask you something else. Sure thing, gust of wind blows through his hair. This was great. You feel mentally reinvigorated. Huh, so I was going to try to open that door. I kind of wish I had gone to do that before I did this, just to see if I could have gotten in. This is all going to end up going terribly. I feel pretty confident about that. Oh, it's back there. I keep going this way, thinking it's this way, and it's not this way. It's the other way. Hey, yay, yay. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this. Your heart, you hear the sound of running water. Someone's washing dishes. The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so that is a knocker shaped like a lion's head. Press your ear against the door. Someone is moving around in the apartment. You hear water being turned off and the sound of dishes clinking together. The tenant must be cleaning up. This means you're too late. Nothing more to do here. Better report back to Everard. Knock on the door. No answer. Huh? Did you turn to leave? You hear footsteps on the other side. Yes, someone's definitely home. We should leave, the lieutenant whispers, and go talk to Everard. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door. Maybe there's a workaround. Interesting. Maybe no one's going to end up getting killed after all. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up and is inoperable. This is the only thing that's a little annoying about the game, is when you're running back and forth to these places just for like one or two quests, like now where we're down to so few, kind of just running all over the place to do one or two things and then not really doing anything along the way. But I guess that's, you know, to be expected once you start to exhaust the stuff that the stuff you've got going on. Okay. Back to Everard. Sorry, dude. Gonna guess this is going to result in us not getting our gun. Which is fine. We don't need our gun. Probably, you know, just get us fired, since we didn't report it. Can I buy your fishing pole, good sir? I need it.
Mr.
Everard.
Dubois, every worker, member of the board.
About the weasel,
How can I help
you
you
waited
today?
too long, the weasel came back, and now you can't open the door. I asked you to open. The big man looks you straight in the eye. Everard forgives Harry. A wide smile crosses his face. Don't cry, my boy. I'm going to be alright. I'm just still going to tell you about the murder. That's just the way I am, benevolent. I don't deserve the information. Didn't earn it. Just got an achievement. Literally the sorriest cop on earth. I think it's say you're sorry for something like 8 times. That's funny. I am a sorry cop. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. He pretends to roll up his sleeves. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is going to be good. I've heard about connections between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys, Wild Pines, sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flat caps. I'm listening. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. You mean our victim? He nods gravely. A security contractor, can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protests, united in the spirit of fellowship. And they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire. He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun. I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yusut, Semenine, Saramiriza, you name it. They've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages. Killing little children for Senorita Pineapple Company. Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. Hold on. You have a village elephant? Go on. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. He laughs. Wait, they move the container? Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me. This is actually kind of funny. They're kind of I'm guessing you could do this very early in the games. They're foreshadowing the fact that the ultra rich man is in that container there. But enough about me and my fun container. His face turns serious. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. He shakes his head. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out in trees. By negotiator, you mean Joyce. Hey, Harry, he says, ignoring the lieutenant. What you need to realize is we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does push us hard enough, and we will push back. And when we do, he raises his finger, we push to kill. Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Who exactly did the pushing? There's a militant wing inside the Union, a group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. Sounds a bit like organized crime. They're like you guys. He nods to you and the lieutenant, idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen, and if they already have, well, punishment must follow. Again, sounds like organized crime. So these idealists killed our victim. One day, Titus Hardy, leader of the peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land. He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. He chuckles. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation. Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this? Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinet's boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. He chuckles. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them. So he doesn't want to counter with a narrative that exonerates the Union. But why? There was a bullet in the hanged man's... I want to hear again about the... Okay. There's a bullet in the hanged man's head. So they shot him. He sounds pleasantly surprised. He was shot in the head before he was hanged. How odd, the man shrugs. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I looked into the yard. It's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire. What I do know is the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of it, of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policemen. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company? How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. He slams his fist on the desk. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over. The workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. Oh, wow. The strike was over. The worker... Yeah. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding, and I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates. So you believe the scabs are organized by the security contractor? You said it. Hell. The fist slams the desk again. One of those guys looks big enough to take down the proverbial elephant. Boys like that just happen to show up during strikes. The name of the company is Crenell this time. It might have been Sediment before. Of course, you're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me. The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys. Tribunal, he appears aghast. That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. He rubs his chin and smiles suddenly. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm going to lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject. You don't seem too worried about it. Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly. He wants you to do more things for him. You mentioned a lawyer girl. Oh, Liz is a bright one. He grins broadly. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy, but hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew. They're simply fine young men, all 7 of them exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. He starts laughing. Gotta love his initiative. Interesting. Who's second in command? They're almost all of them. Great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interest of the Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them, hell, interview them, but don't fight them. They really are just like you, men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. He's betting on them being useless to you. Everett, I met the Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me? They've already cooperated. But I'll take the experience. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk. You can go now and tell the Hardys about this, see what they have to say. Also, Harry, here's 5 real. He holds out a banknote. Wait, why are you giving this to me? I don't need it. I only wanted your help me with the Hardy boys. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. He pockets the bill, but I am willing to share information. Good. Was it a good talk? He leans back, suddenly worried. I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez, and of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. Great sadness has come over him. But it's like I can't completely trust you yet. Yet? Yes, Harry, it's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. He says, slowly shaking his head. I want to, but I just can't. A man of the left, so he wants you to be a socialist democrat. I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Revachol. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do. Damn straight. What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it, or do you think it wants to be found? He picks something from his teeth. I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you. And what would this entail? Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you, just you need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper. He pulls out an envelope and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. Kim, what do you think of this? It depends. I don't think what he suggests he just got from Mr. Clare was very... I don't think what we got from Mr. Clare was very useful. He studies Everard, but he thinks it's your call. Damn it. As I said, it weighs on me heavily. He bows his head in shame, then looks up and smiles. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez and maybe even help you figure out who's behind the killing. He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things. What are the signatures for? I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. He grins broadly. It will be righteous. We're going to take these teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get the mission off the ground, Harry. You mean the fishing village? Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place doesn't have the Union attitude. You're already pretty deep in this. What's a little more? No one can see you here, Martinez. What will happen to the current occupants? They're just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings right next to a fancy new youth center designed by the best architects from Stella Maris. Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out on the streets? Are you 100% sure no one's going to end up homeless? Am I? The big man shakes his head in disbelief. Harry, these people... Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're going to build a youth center there. The value of their properties goes up, and the kids have a place to play. I'm looking out for those people, not pulling the rug out from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all Martinez, not just the harbor. Oh, fine. If I happen to be there, I can ask them. Well, we can accept it. That doesn't mean we have to finish it. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, he hands you an open white envelope. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there was some trouble. It's fixed now. Once you have the signature, mail this to 13022 La Daroca La Delta. Then we can talk about this gun. He runs his fingers through his hair. I mailed the signatures. Can we go over a few details concerning the murder? I've already talked about all of that. Okay. I'm not sure who that first person is. I know the other one, though. Do. And we still need to go talk to Joyce as well. I wonder how many hours I have left on the that thought cabinet. Still 15 hours. Oof. It's gonna be like tomorrow sometime when it finishes. Who was the 2? Isabel and Lillian. If they don't want to do it, I'm not going to force them into it. But might as well go talk to them and get their opinion. And we need to talk to Joyce as well. Can't remember. I wonder if Isabel is the old blonde lady. That might be her name. Lillian.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I was asked to get your signature and her Everett's envelope. Were you? Her eyes dart back and forth to the paper. This says, by signing, I agree to live with the construction noise. What exactly is the Union building? Everett's planning to turn the village into a youth center. What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought of that. Her voice trails off. She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea. Thought what exactly? That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. She shakes her head. Well, I guess the Union members have children too. And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter. Seems like she's not against it. I mean, if it really is a youth center, it's got to be better than having them just out on the street, right? This is going to come back to bite me. Those members have a vote when electing head of the local chapter. Here, use my pen. He has a pen and everything. She shakes it. She takes it from you, doubtful look in her eye, clicks the pen. She signs the document, one more look, and then shakes her head, signs, and hands it back to you. Wait, why did you sign it? I shouldn't have? No, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you? I mean, it's Everard, so it's probably a mistake. No, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you? Probably a mistake. Probably, she smiles, but it's a youth center, and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing fast, and I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored. Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me. Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic. Okay. Uh-oh. Kim's... Oh. Ah. That's a +1. Be seeing you. I think Isabel... Is this Isabel over here?
Our tenant, the policeman.
Yeah. Alright, hang on, everybody. I'm going to go take a short break. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Alright, we're back. Let's go ahead and talk to Isabel.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I was asked to get your signature. Hand her the envelope. Aye, what is this about? She takes out documents and squints her eyes. Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Everard wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center. Ha! She lifts her paper very close to her face and studies it intently. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is going to be a street. The best part. The part we need to get the part we need to get out of our houses. Part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. Tisk tisk, the girl is too trusting. Either way, I want signed union papers. She hands the envelope back to you. What do you have against the union? I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart. Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. She pulls a dark red rag out of the bucket and puts it back. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you. In her mind, the union is right wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple, and there's no changing it. She is headstrong, but there is a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her. I'm off. A white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right. The corner handed you to Everard. Blah, blah, blah. Inside some legal documents. 2 names printed on them. The other signature is still required. Oh. This is cool. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. 1240, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the amendment. Underneath all this, the Lillian signature and an empty line, waiting for a signee. Look at the zoning plan. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most of, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. Kim, what do you think of this? I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine, the lieutenant replies, flipping through the documents. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but I like that he says, I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but he shrugs. How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects, but there's no other way. Logic. It's very close to houses. Put the documents back in the envelope. Let's try to make that a little bit more foolproof. Put the documents back in the envelope. Leave. Let's get some logic. Let's get our logic on. I think we have a hat that increases our logic. Boom. That's actually minus logic. Boom, there's a +2 flip. I'm gonna make this a foolproof check here. Kind of feeling the bow tie right now. Let's put that bow tie on. Oh, that hat? I've already got a +2. Alright, so that should have been a big change. Got a +5, +1. Bonus from items? Bonus from... Oh, it's visual calculus. Logic. We got a 10. Learn skills. Okay. So that should give us a pretty good bonus. Almost. Yeah, the only way we lose is if we roll a 1-1. Oh, look at that! Critical success! Probably could have used that on the interfacing check or something. There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by the constant construction noise right next door. Wait, what are the ramifications of this? Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, or even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out. Look, Kim points the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away because of the noise. Of course, I should have seen it. The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again. Everett probably has eyes on us, but he pauses, thinking, if the second signature were to be somehow wrong, he won't say it outright, but he's suggesting forgery. You're suggesting... He purses his lips. Forgery, yes. It would render the document invalid. Oh, yes. Let's do this. It's illegal. I expected more from you, Kim. Dude, if Kim's in, I'm in. I am pro-Kim. Pro-Kim. Oh, yes. Let's do this. It's not the sort of act I would normally encourage, but under the circumstances, if done discreetly, it might be the only way to save what's left of the village. Or you could try to trick Everard, get someone random to sign the document. By the time the union boss finds out, your business here will already be concluded. Everard's people could be watching you. I wonder... I guess I could do it at night. Find someone to sign the document instead of the intended signees. Forge the signatures, but somehow private, where you feel safe enough to sleep. Oh, so yeah, I gotta go in my room. Who else would sign it? What about you?
Tequila sunset.
But isn't he going to know that that will have been signed by someone else? What's this all about? He waves his hand. Oh, I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard I used to be a very successful businessman. He's gonna see that somebody else signed it, so I'm just gonna wait. The writing under the tiny crown logo reads Royal Extra. Thanks, Rosie. He grabbed the pen and paper and carefully scribbles the dotted line next to Lieutenant. Done a great service to the community. Oh, no. Huh, well, I was thinking it would probably be better for us to do it. This is probably just going to end badly because probably somebody saw us because they've got their eyes everywhere. So he's just going to be mad about it. Dang it! I wish I had not... there was no way to back out of that. When was the last save? Not that long ago. I think I'm going to try to forge the signature. $11:48. So that's roughly 20 minutes ago. I think I would prefer to forge it myself. So yeah, let's just do that. Wait, did I just save over my save? I think I did. I think I saved over the one I was going to reload. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm screwed now. That was dumb. Whatever. I was really hoping to get my gun back. I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something. Yes, for sending mail. Drop the envelope in the mailbox. About a week's worth of mail is collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust the slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow. Yeah, we played you, Everard, even though you probably know that we didn't get the right signature. Oh well. What do we have right? Does it say to go? Let Everard know you mailed the signatures. This is going to end poorly. Done, I mailed the signatures. The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. He claps his hands. Of course, claps his hand. Of course, I already knew this. My friend the mailman confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and I feel I can finally trust you now. Hey! You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kutsaragi. He nods at the lieutenant, smiling broadly. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of this man. Signatures, I got it. I know you plan to force them out of the construction noise. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him. Did you... What does that mean? I think I'm ahead of him? Harry, he shakes his head. By now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces. He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the place. They're very large. So the village is doomed, the lieutenant says grimly. You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left, but mark my words, officer. He slams his fist on the table, causing some coffee to spill. We are going to reset it. Reset, he appears to have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal building and commerce. What do you mean? Harry, imagine a youth center, supermarket, church complex. Employing hundreds, no thousands of people, the coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins on there turned into low-income housing. He leans forward. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. This war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Low-income housing, if even part of this is true, then why not? And life. Nod. I knew you were a man of the people. Youth supermarket, do you really expect me to believe that? Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get to church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on. The pain is true. He's seen the kids do worse than that. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all. I knew you were up to something. Sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote. Wait, but will you erect a statue of yourself? I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt, 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in Ozone hating me. They will be my statue and yours. We're doing this together. I knew you were up to something. Damn right, I'm up to something, Harry. The fist lands on the table again. I'm going to make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. I just like yours to keep the peace. Just like yours to keep the peace. Did you order the hangman killed? Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself, and I'm too fat for that. Why are you so fat? Ah, this just seems mean. What do you gain from him being dead? Why, a war, of course. And what do you have to gain from a war? Victory, Mr. Kutsuragi. I have victory to gain, and we are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group, and win before they even realize there is a war. Have you ever heard of the 2 giant Ceres hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it. I have. It's a great story, Harry. He nods. Did you also know that the bee colony kills the giant hornets? They swarm and blanket entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the more it's going to look. The worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them. The fascists hate them. Even the moralists think they are in bad taste. Yeah, everyone hates them except the ultra-liberals, maybe, which happens to be me. How is this connected to the strike? Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, he pauses to rub his chin. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we wouldn't do that. Yeah, we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them, the roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people. Perception hearing. The word rings like a gunshot from the mouth. He doesn't swear often. So that's why you haven't let Joyce in. Yes, it's also why I'd let them... Oh, that's the guy that... He was originally the negotiator before Joyce. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell. Oh my gosh. What? Actually, no, it's not. Why are you telling me your plans? Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have significant head start. He looks at the swordfish clock and nods. It's already happening. Who killed the hanged man? No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Ever and Claire. Couldn't have done it without him. He really doesn't know. A guy, huh? How do you know it's a guy? It's okay. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know. He really doesn't. How many of you guys are there in the Union? 2,372, he replies, like a whip, plus yours truly, of course. 2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol. How are you going to fund your new independent harbor? Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contracts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients who'll ditch us? Harry, we've thought of everything. clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day. You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave in mass. Everything? Clients will leave in mass. Sure, some will go, but mark my words, the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams. That's drugs. Drug trafficking. Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kusuragi. They are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on Samara and Isola. You don't need to be a colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health. We're talking about old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it? God, that sounds shady. Alright, guys, hang on one second. I want to take my dog out. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's finish this conversation. That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it? God, that sounds shady. Digging it. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad. He makes his air quotes, has bad optics. Maybe illegal in some countries. The Debradowers Union, however, we're all about large volume. We're all about the large volume column. In bulk shipping, large volume column is a major buyer, a shark. We're going to transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. He slams his fist on the desk once more, so your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off of Risperidone. Benefed is children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and Risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis. And the kids on the street can get speed and then pyrifilidone. I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kusuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. He smiles. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the union took a fantastic share, and I'd keep that stuff away from Martinez. He's basically admitting to it. Is Ruby helping you secure this fantastic share? Drugs are no-go for me. I'll report this. I have to admit that a well-put-together plan and far removed from you. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder. Makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keeps it out of more dangerous hands. Is Ruby helping you secure this fantastic share? Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of rubies. The lieutenant nods slowly. Understood. Makes sense of regulate. Drugs are no-go. I have to admit that's a well put together plan. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder. Drugs are a no-go. Yes, yes, of course. And while you're doing that, please go ahead and also tell the wild pines. I want to hear them squeal from the indignity. Nothing in his features betrays any concern. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is but a small part of Martinez. So is there a trade or isn't there? So go on. It would still be illegal. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music, young mothers who want to start business, models who want to walk catwalks, and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place into a kingdom. To kingdom come, everyone's going to be in on the wealth and everyone's going to pull their weight. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing. The whole work for the whole working man. I'm not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags and kings. Honestly, it's not my place to judge or express an opinion. Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. It's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I'm not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags or kings. Honestly, not my place. Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. He stares at you lovingly. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household, my friend, and a special place in the future of Martinez. Okay. Can I ask you about specific union members? We're way past specific union members now. This is big time. His eyes are shining. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He points to the door. He loves to run his mouth at such matters, but I'm in the big time mode, Harry. There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in this big time mode. Can I get my gun now? Harry, I've got to be honest with you. He turns around. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. Fine, where is it? An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out. This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as terrifying, so the gun still with the woman who bought it from Roy. Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. He smiles, shakes his head in wonderment. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that. Wild, anyway. The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the debit hours union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of it does. She was waving it around at people. As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. He smiles. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry, no one got hurt. We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out. Who is this old woman? Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're going to have to go in blind, Harry, but she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? And she calls herself the Pigs. I, for one, find it refreshing finally someone calls themselves a pig. A smile flicks in the corner of his mouth. Can you set up a meeting? I already have. He holds out his index finger. Tonight, starting at 2200, near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk a little past the village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for this, for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now he claps back to the fun stuff. More fun stuff. He looks at you. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do. That's it for now. Great, Harry, great. I think we can have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today, but we have united the RCM and the Debit Hours Union. Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone. This, he points to you, then himself, has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off of me, my door is always open. A few more things about the harbor. Oh, that's it. Just got to come back and steal your fishing pole. Oh, we're almost back up to another 2 skill points. That's good. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. Ooh. That sounds scary. We'll have to do it alone because we got to finally get Kim to go take the body back tonight. What time is it? 15, so it's 3. Do I really need to talk to this guy? I've kind of figured all this out.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with
Leo
a long
seems to know
greeting
everyone
just like
around
I talked
here.
about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
Mr. Edgar is Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger. He does, but a very smart fellow, very smart indeed. He's away on some business, not even Revichaw. All kinds of places he visits, him and his brother, both of them, they're on vacation. His brother do when they're on vacation. Right now, Mr. Everett's turn to look after the Union, but last year he spent a whole winter in South Safray. Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back before the trees were green again. The little guy chuckles again. South Safray, a lot of bulk chemical manufacturing going on there, a lot of cargo shipments being made too. The trade must have been lucrative for the trip to be so long. Tell me about Manana. He's a Union man through and through, good guy. He fell silent, hesitating. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Everett sometimes. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes, they do. I think that's what he does. He makes everyone feel a little better. What about Measurehead? Oh, he's really something. The little man starts laughing. He doesn't talk much to me, usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. He suddenly falls quiet. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to the mob fellow who came picking a fight with some Union men. Heh, I think he really believed Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran right off. Another time, he almost killed another guy, but I shouldn't talk about it. Tell me about the guy in the container. Who do you mean? He's rubbing an ape and looking around with childlike, and it's the fancy guy in a suit in the container over there. I don't know anyone like this, mister. Maybe he's one of Mr. Everart's fancy friends. He knows all kinds of fancy people with suits and pretty carriages. Tell me about Titus. Oh, Titus is a longshoreman, though, through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. The little man rubs a patch on his elbow. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Hee hee, nice, friendly sort old Titus is. Tell me about Everart. I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everart would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister, if anything ever presents a smile on Leo's... If anything to ever present smile on Leo's face gets even warmer. Tell me about Rene. The night guard, he was a peculiar fellow, headstrong and proud. We didn't really talk that much. The little guy looks you in the eye. He died recently. Something with his ticker. Aw. Alright. I'm off. I think we need to go talk to Joyce, and then we might almost have everything exhausted. We might just have to, like, wait the rest of the evening until we can... Probably go ahead and get Kim to, like, take the body back, and then just kill the rest of the afternoon. So that is right when everybody starts going to sleep. So I could resolve that, come back, steal the fishing pole, and then... Well, I guess we might not be at all if we can get over to that island. I think Joyce can probably take us over there. Back to Joyce. We're going to be in such good shape doing all this running. And this is actually where we ended the last game. Alright, I'm going to run real quick. I'll be right back. Hold tight. Okay, back. Let's talk to Joyce. See if we can get out to that island.
I'll just keep the cordially in the
That's what I said,
trunk,
Boba.
that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course, jetty. I prefer a good jetty to appear any day. Jetty.
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing. Jettity jet.
Oh, jetty, oh, jetty. It's good to see you here, detectives. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now. So I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That, and she's also keeping an eye on you. So have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
Well, thank you.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordially red, like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. Quite.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze toward the village, slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago. Water drips down the eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Yeah, that was me.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes, Lillian. Dark eyes survey the coast leading to Martinez. Dull gray metal rests in her scabbard, a sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
Alright, politics time. Let's react. You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. You're in no danger. Whisper the working class have no idea what's happening to them. Try not to look scared. This is just how the real city looks. This place is doomed either way. Try not to look scared. This is just how the real city looks. Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never. She leans against the railing, looking up at the gray sky. Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly. Do you know how they discovered this place? The wind picks up, her raincoat flaps in the gust. This island? No, the Insulindian Isola. What's an Isola exactly? I'm guessing you don't know then. No, I don't know how they discovered it. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate around here is 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. 45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better, though. Oh, say nothing. It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means. This island for matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. She corrects the scarf around her neck. For now, how can I assist you in this new location? Tell me now. We have time. Tell me something else then. Tell me now. Do we? He glances his watch. I don't look. It doesn't look like he does. It doesn't look like he does. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for your cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you. Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're in hot pursuit. Can you tell me about these tattoos? Let's talk more about the boat. Tell me about Wild Ponds. Tell me more about the strike in the harbor. Let's talk about the lynching. Tell me more about this boat. Not a lot of people. I really thought you were going to be able to take me over there. Huh. So, well, now we're kind of at an impasse.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
It's not. I gotta wait till 2200 to get my gun back. I don't really have anything else I can do. Note, union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. See, I don't know how to get to the island. I figured it would be her boat.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Wait. Thank you for all that now. I wonder if... Can she take me to the island? I didn't see any.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Be seeing you. Not really sure what to do now. I feel like I need to get to the island. Can't... Huh. I don't know of any other way to get to the island. I mean, it's kind of just out there. Do have almost two skill points I can use. Oh, I was gonna, dang it. I was gonna go see if we can call. This guy gotta run all the way back now. I was gonna see if we could call the precinct to talk to Khalij about her buoy. That was something. Neo Spartacus, you still around there on the chat? Just curious. If there's... Am I missing something about going to the island? I thought Joyce would take us, but there's no option there. Seems like the only path forward is into the caves. Alright, let's see if we can get a hold of Khalij. I guess not. So yeah, it looks like our options are just... Looks like our options are... Wait until tonight, or go into the caves. I don't really see anything else. This lady's always been here, and I feel like there's something with her that I don't quite get. Don't know. Well, we're kind of at an impasse here. We've got 7 hours left until we can get my gun back. And there's nowhere else to really go or talk to. We know where Ruby is. The gun is at 2200. We need to get Kim to... We need to get to the island. Which is kind of... I don't know what I'm missing. Wait, I wonder if there's a boat over here I can use to get to the island. I didn't go this way. I thought maybe she would be the way to get to the island, but maybe we can use a boat or something that's in the dock over here to get there. Maybe I'm just not looking close enough. Because there was like a boat kind of over here that was like hanging up. Got anything to say, Cindy?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admit?
Nope. Nothing new, huh? No, I don't see any... Oh, I do see something. Went to the village on the coast. See you there. Dang it! I was really hoping that I could get to there. Huh. Well. I'm not sure. Kind of at an impasse. Alright, so... Unless I'm missing something... I'm not sure what to do other than just... wait. I don't know if that is a... I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Could just wait on this bench, go buy a book or something. Can't remember what this close was.
You keep
oh, I
coming
do
back.
see
That's
something
good,
over there.
officer. Keep
Composure,
browsing those
shivers.
clothes. Keep saving that economy.
What is this? This is interesting. Footfall within, not human. Well, I thought it would maybe lead to something, but it didn't. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I thought I could sit on this bench, but I can't. I think the bench is... There's a bench over here. So I need to burn roughly 6 hours, which kind of... I feel like that's going to put me in a jam here. I just don't see any way to get to the... I don't see any way to get to the, to get to the island. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe you get... I don't know. It's just odd to have this confrontation without ruling out, you know, without getting to the island and checking the bullet's location there. Nothing. I thought something might have developed here. could sit on the bench. Is there any new dialogue that's popped up
Our
anywhere?
tenant.
No. But you kiddos, y'all got anything to say? Kids, have you seen any bad people around? One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open. What bad people? I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case. It must be Lillian's twins. This one doesn't know. Doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker. Lily's our mom, explains the other one. Bye. Oh, she's humming the song that's playing in the background the whole time. That's cool. Do you know anyone by the name of Ruby? Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret. My mom tells me that I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say LL, or sometimes I can't put the LL or RLR kids. Are you Lillian's daughter? Yes, I am. Little Lily. She gazes at you with her big eyes. You know my mom? Yes, we met earlier. That's nice. My mom is great. She nods. She's never angry or anything. Oh, well, that's nice. Bye. Well, I'm kind of, again, at an impasse. Maybe let's just go sit on the bench. Let's just go burn some time, I guess. I don't know that that's what we should do, but... The worn-out, beaten wooden planks on the bench do not look overly comforting. Let's see. Anybody in the stream have any tips? Should I just burn some time here? The tenant looks down the street. We can sit on the bench after we've solved the murder. Oh, dang it! You can revisit the bench if you need to pass the time when Lieutenant is gone. Oh yeah, we're gonna end up, like... We're in a tough spot now. I don't want to go to bed. I could, like, say I'm turning in for the night, and then Kim will leave. Could just go have him go turn the body in. But I don't really have, like I said, I'm kind of stuck. I know that if I go in here, we're kind of, like, I guess, path of no return if we go into the caves. We haven't been to the island. And I can't seem to... Either I've missed something, or I can't figure out how to get to the island. I'm not going to do that. I haven't met Dolores Day. I wonder if I can go back into the church and maybe offer it to the mural? Dolores Day was fond of figurines. She deserves more. You should offer her any and all you have one day. If you meet her... Oh, if you meet her in purses. She was like 300 years ago, so... I wonder how that's going to work out. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck. I don't really want to just proceed. I guess I could go buy a book. Pass the time that way. Just get Kim to go ahead and take the body. Sorry about that. Just doing a little bit of research, trying to get a little bit more information. Let's see if there's... We can always, like I said, we can buy a book. We can buy a book. That will help us pass the time. What board games do you have here? Endless variety of source books, lore books, codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katuak Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral Cave of Velkrag. Book is in a board game section. Who wants to read books? Anything that really catches my eye? Maybe I'm not into all this. Here's a box that says Wirral 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side of the panel notes a fantastic adventure board game. New maps and miniatures. A sticker displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition mega setting supplement, so it makes sense. Nonsense. That's pretty cool, actually. I want to buy the Wirral game. Okay. I don't really want to spend 25 real. All right. Let's check any other books that might be cheaper. Through the display books. Crime fiction. It's a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes and arduous everyday work of an actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of books found on this shelf? Sure thing. You see Dick Mullen on the Job, Get Me Mullen, The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen, Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard, The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen, A Killing is Declared. A Killing is Declared, Dick Mullen in the Murder House, The Final Case of Dick Mullen, An Obvious Lie, The Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower, The Ordeals of Dick Mullen, Dauntless Dick, Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre, The Murder of Dick Mullen. Dick Mullen dies? Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Are there any more? Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking a death seems to be a common trope in this Mullen series. The Morbid Tales of Dick Mullen, A Dark Tide Turns. Tragedy Calls for Dick Mullen, another one with fake death. And of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch the murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Wait a minute, all this told us nothing about who Dick Mullen actually is. Who is Dick Mullen? Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling along the spine of the book. The title reads Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. What do we have here? Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen Classic, a hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Why does this speak to me? Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy full of contradictions. Then this book is the one for you. That's a big book. Alright. Alright. So it looks like if I do go through the caves, it's going to that's kind of going to lock me into the adventure. So we might want to try to tidy up anything else that we want to. Okay. Well, in that case, we could go ahead and get Kim to take the body in. And then I could sit on the bench and try to get my gun, try to get the fishing pole, and then knock out the rest of it from there. Alright, Kim. Just in case, though, this all goes terribly badly, we should definitely get a save ready. Because it could go terribly badly. Like, day 5, if you don't go stop the murder by then, that's when all the poop hits the fan and everybody starts shooting. So it's always good to have a backup. I'm not thrilled about going to get my gun without Kim, but it seems like it's going to be a necessary evil. Okay. This is going to start a probably irreversible chain of events. Boba. Come on, man. Irreversible chain of events. Save the game. Alright.
Yes?
Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away. The lieutenant takes the body away. Your work alone for the rest of the day. Tell me something, dead man. How do you like being in the fridge? Oh, look at that. Nice. Leveled up. Enough. Take him away, Kim. Alright. He takes a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the feet. Okay. Done. Kim is gone. We are free. It's going to give us an opportunity to do a few things. So we have the meeting at 2200. We want to try to get to that fishing pole that I'm hoping we'll be able to get whenever he leaves. So let's go. We've got 2 skill points that we can put in interfacing to help us with that red check door. How close am I to a new level up? That red check door, and I think I've already got my interfacing as high as it's going to go. Unless... could just give it a roll, see what happens. Trying to think if there's... because I'm at 30 out of 100. Let's just... there's no need to rush into that door. So go ahead and see what happens. I need to wait. Okay, so let me think here. Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button. 2200, so we really need to wait till right around 2200. That's when everything is going to happen. Think a deep thought. You all, let's go ahead and think another deep thought. Time passes. Think a deep thought. Time passes. Think a deep thought. Like I'm just killing time here. This is probably not the right thing to do. Let's wait 30 minutes. Let's wait 15 minutes. That's pretty close to 2200. Still pretty bright out for 2200. Considering Joyce and everyone is still here.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Wait, no, I'm supposed to... Where am I supposed to go? Near the old fish market at 2200. Walk past the fishing village until you see... Okay, I'm in the wrong spot. Let's see how this goes. I'm sure... Hopefully things will not go poorly. Maybe this is like a part of the world where it stays bright at night. Until you see the boardwalk. That's where I'm at. Is this a bug? Kind of looks like a fish market. Maybe I need to like go in and out of a building or something. Let's just go in and out of the church. Maybe that'll do it. Or maybe I need to wait another 5 minutes. Which I could just wait 5 minutes, that'd make things easier.
Yes, what is it?
Looks like I can't give this figurine to her, because she's a stained glass window. That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else. Like what? Is the task still on? I don't know. What else are we going to think? Are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Alright, turn away. Could go wait another 15 minutes if I have to. Are you there now? I guess I need to wait another 6 minutes. It's like literally... Is there anything I can do just to wait 6 minutes? Browse the case files. I've already done all that. Primer for small kids. I feel like I've already read that. Probably already read that as well. Oh yeah, I already read that. What if I interact with this again? Should have just bought the book. Alright. Is there no one else to talk to? These guys seem to be gone. I guess that's the door to get in. I wonder what that is. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, I guess we'll go sit on the bench for another, like, 15 minutes. See if that'll do it. Hopefully it's not, like, that time sensitive to where it has to be exactly... I don't know how you'd get it exactly 2200, unless you just said, let me sit here until 2200. 15 minutes, twiddle your thumbs. Alright, let's get up. Off to the fish market! Let's get that gun back. Should be right around here somewhere. 22. Holy moly! Okay. This seems like...
Put your hands where I can see them.
Put your hands where I can see them. The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands right now!
Scavenged battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease. Raise both hands.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket. Fear under threat! Fear under threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground. Get on the goddamn ground!
Ma'am, I just want to talk to you. I wasn't taking anything out of my pocket.
Subject yourself to a full body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
Situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. Please identify your... This is the pigs. Hand-eye coordination. I think I have more clothes. Confirmed quarters. Assailant coming at me. Split-second decision. Fire at will. Oh my god. Oh, I see. Okay, the gun was empty. All is good. You're fine. Wait, what is this? The old woman looks at the treacherous weapon. This isn't a police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. This gun lands on a wooden plank. Tears run down her scratched cheek. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? Grab the gun right now. This is your only chance. Pick up your gun. No one ever cares anymore. Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly. Why would they cheat me like this? Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt. Okay, you need to figure out what to do with her now. Nobody's ever around, the old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. Nobody ever comes to visit me. I'm very sorry this is how life has turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder. You tried to kill me. Alright. What am I going to do with you? Gently touch her shoulder. Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there. Alright, what am I going to do with you? The catatonic woman, especially now that she's unarmed, doesn't seem to be a threat to anyone but herself. Titus wants to be the sheriff. I'll tell him where to find you. Maybe he knows your family. At ease, patrol officer Pigs. Your heart is in the right pace. Quietly leave the old woman alone. Catatonic woman doesn't understand, probably even hear your kind of words. She just is. Titus wants to be the sheriff. Maybe he'll know. As you turn to leave, the faintest of the voice comes from the old lady. It's but a reflex. Please leave the radio on. Mr. Moreland is on channel 8. Reflexes to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashers. Now, maybe if you search her once more. That worked out okay. So that was one time that the I couldn't back out and equip the clothes that I wanted, but it all worked out okay. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under the RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? Shake her shoulder. The old woman doesn't react to your touch. Pick up the RCM cap. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out, disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Leave her be. Alright, let's go talk to Titus. Got my gun. Success. Doesn't have any ammo, though. +1 authority. That would have been good to have when I was trying to get Kim to dance. Alright, let's go talk to Titus. And then we're going to be probably wrapping things up for the... and just have the end. Into the cave. Whew! Could have gone for the gun. I'm kind of glad that it did that. I think thematically it would have been very weird for you to be able to back up and re-equip the clothing that gave you better reaction speed, so... So that worked out. That was cool. That it actually went ahead and she pulled the trigger. Pretty close. I might get another... I don't think I'll get 40 experience for finishing, for talking to Titus, though. Where's... Which one did I just finish? Should have been down here, right? Locate your gun. Huh. Doesn't show up, does it? But it's gone. We did it. Got the gun back. I can sit on that bench now that he's gone to bed.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
There's an old catatonic lady. The old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. The big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer. What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? If you want to be the local law enforcement, these kind of things fall on your shoulders. Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is it? The pigs? Wait, it's the pigs, isn't it? Yep, her. He pushes up his cap. God, poor lady, don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Curon or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Hey, Eugene interjects. Wasn't Everart's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. Titus gives him a beer, salute, and turns to you. She have something of yours, pig? Yeah, she had my gun. The big man slams his beer on the table. Your gun? She had your gun? Sure did, boss. Ratsman's face is twisted with a smile. Heard him loud and clear. The pig lost his gun. To the pigs. The big man stares at you. Big man stares at you, still stunned, too stunned to even drink his beer. Well, he says after a moment, at least I can see you got it back. You have any questions? He waves in circles, searching for words. What's her name? Her real name? He takes off his cap and scratches his head. Auntie LaPlante. He always called her something LaPlante. Marianne Amigo, he says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne LaPlante. The big guy nods, drinking his toast. Anything else you wanted to know? Who was she? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago, never come to visit, never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. He swirls his beer. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Us kids, that must have been ages ago. She was better then. How did she get like this? Get wanting to be a cop, you mean? Well, he furrows his brow in thought. Shit, I don't actually know. Anyone know how she started acting like a pig? No clue, the tattooed man shouts. It's gotta be crazy. Who wants to be a pig? Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. More like who wouldn't? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry. That's true. Tattooed mask sinks into his seat, unsure how to respond. Yeah, you should be. Big man shrugs. Whatever, cop. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of our own. Where'd she get all that cop gear? Don't know, Titus says, shrugging. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time. Thanks for helping out. No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys? Sure enough, Eugene raises his glass in toast. We're the real heroes on these streets. I want to go over a few things with Ruby's disappearance. Already did it all. Done. Alright, let's try to go get that fishing rod. It's 22:29. People be asleep. Calm down, buddy. Nothing going on. Alright. Let's see if we can get the fishing rod, and then I think all that'll be left is to go into the caves. Really hope he's not in here. He's not! But that fishing rod is still unobtainable. Dang it. Definitely thought I was going to get that fishing rod. Huh. I thought that was going to be how you get the helmet. That Kuno... Whoa, hang on, what was that? Look, something forgotten on an old... Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. I don't see anything forgotten on the coffee table. Do I need a flashlight? It says something forgotten on the coffee table, but I don't see anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That's... Definitely thought that was going to go different. Weird. Alright, well, I guess that's it. Kim took the body, so now we'll just go to sleep and wake up tomorrow.
Oh, hey, mister.
We got the gun back. Yeah. Okay. So now, back to our little shed. I'll probably stop there, grab a bite to eat, and come back and finish it after lunch. Although it's probably just going to open up like another huge section of the game that I'm not aware of, and but we've got to be getting close. I wonder if that old lady's out here like right now. It's probably a crucial piece of information I'm missing. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting. Alright, to bed! Enter the shack. Here comes another crazy interaction with our subconscious. Go to sleep. Oh, sorry. This place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep. It's easier this time, drifting off your head. Oh.
Drifting off. Your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea. Until they're suddenly light.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember.
But I've been bad. I haven't earned this.
No, you haven't. You've just been.
Is this the last stream?
No. This is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, darkness.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Fall into deep, uninterrupted sleep.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Open your eyes. Back to full health. 7:30. Date. Time to catch a murderer. This is it. The home stretch. I think Kim will be proud to know I got my gun back while he was gone. Kim, I got my gun.
Yes?
Oh. Dang it. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, well, I think we've done just about everything that we want to do. All that's left is to go into the caves. Got the gun back. We tried to check on everything we could check on. So, this is it. So we're going to save it right here. We're going to go grab some lunch, take a short break, and we will be back to maybe finish it. Alright, so if you're watching this, you want to be alerted whenever I come back, just hit the follow button. If you're wanting to check the old episodes, check the YouTube link in the channel description to get you over to YouTube to see the older episodes. If you're watching it on YouTube and you want to join in on the live streams, check a link in the description for a link over to the Twitch page where you can join in, follow, and comment with the rest of us. Until then, take care, and I'll see you next time.